It's on. Audio visual test. I hate you're smiling. I'm having a hard time getting back into recording a video. Can I have a kiss? Thank you, baby, that helps. I'm back. It's been a very kooky, stressful year, basically. It's been months since I've painted anything, like literal months. And then all of, say, the last year from now to 1 year from now, I've painted next to nothing. Like I made 7 videos last year because it was a really intense year for me and my wife. I'm fidgety, I'm playing with my new palm here. This last year has been really intense for me and my wife with her business. It's consumed most of our life. A big reason why I haven't been making videos or painting. To be fully transparent, it's been an extremely hard year, a really emotional year, a really stressful year, and with that massive amount of business stress, mental health has been very hard to prioritize, and I have not been able to much at all prioritize myself. And not in a way where like I wasn't valuing myself or I wasn't taking time for myself. Any energy that I normally would have had towards a creative process or investing it in making something that I love or like doing work for me personally was just not something that I could do. My brain has been in survival mode. Lizard brain. I got lizard brain. My like creative artsy brain was like, goodbye. You don't have time for me right now. You're in survival mode. You just got to get through what you're going through. All of my art business, all of my personal creative art stuff has kind of fallen to the side in order for me to be able to spend the energy I had keeping up with our life. But my wife and I have made some pretty serious shifts in our life. A big reason for that is we recognized how overworked and stressed and miserable we were, spending as much energy on that business than on us, our life, taking care of ourselves. So we are very deliberately slowing down, reducing stress, and getting back to a place that's not so rushed and so fast and so hard to do every day. And as soon as we decided that, like almost instantly, my chronic stress and like lizard survival brain, the like fog I had, lifted up, and I was immediately like, oh, I want to start painting and making videos again. Like almost instantly. The stress fog had cleared and my brain was immediately like, oh, I can spend my energy on something I love again, creative energy. Instead of just being like, I'm getting through the day with as much sanity as I possibly can have. This is very vulnerable. You guys would be real nice to me because this is very vulnerable to talk about. And I also feel a lot of guilt for not being able to make and share like I previously have. My channel and my art has been neglected because of us trying to get through this like crazy year. But things are settling out now. And I'm like so ready and so happy to get back to painting for real. I already like within the last like week have just been like painting through my sketchbook and like having a great time and being like, oh my God, I loved this so much. I love this so much. I missed this so much. I can't believe that I get to do this again. So it feels a little funny to be coming back after being so neglectful of what I built up, but why not, right? I think I'm really proud of where this channel has come so far. I'm really proud of how my art has progressed throughout the years. I'm really proud of us, me and my wife, for making decisions that are gonna be healthier for our life, like in the long run. Oh man, I was feeling good. I watched a video that I made like a year ago about why I hate painting, because I don't feel that way right now. And it's not It's slightly different circumstances as to why I was not into painting at that moment that have now super shifted for me in a bunch of ways. And the biggest reason I talk about in that video, because I was looking back on it being like, what was past me thinking? Part of it was Bindy's cancer diagnosis, but she's been doing really good. Hey, Bindy. Hey, doggy cam, Bindy. Bindy. I'm sorry I woke you up. You've been doing really good, huh? She's a little old lady and she's got medical stuff going on, but she's doing really, really good since her diagnosis. She had surgery. We're keeping an eye on things. Love my baby so much. She's got a doggy cam so I can show everyone how beautiful she is. And my Gooby too, but he's fine. He's like 2. She's like 100. So that was putting a lot of stress on me back when I recorded that video. I also was in a studio space that was really, really uncomfortable for me because it was my basement at the time. And oh man, we made it as like cute and cozy as we possibly could, but because it was a basement, it was really cold. The lighting was really hard to control because it did have like a bunch of windows and like we didn't have like a light situation set up well. It was always very noisy because people and the dogs would be walking upstairs and the like furnace would be going, and if somebody flushed the toilet it would be like a hurricane was coming through the whole basement. It was drafty. I had like air blowing on me all the time. It just made it for a space where it made it not only really hard to paint but next to impossible to get any good footage. That situation has cleared itself up real good because I live in a new house now. Yay, my space isn't in a basement anymore. I'm very excited. I have a whole room, which is like my office, dedicated to like my art stuff, and I've got my piano in there and all my like funky little doodads, and I now have this room, which is now gonna be my permanent filming studio. So it's gonna be really, really easy for me to just sit down, make a painting, show the whole process. The lights, they look so good, are exactly where they should be so that there's no glare on my painting. It's warm in here. I'm comfortable. I have my doggies here. It's just like worlds different for me than it was. Making videos and painting before, back in the day, was always a struggle for me. I don't do very well with cameras. But now it's not just me working on this. I've got sibling help, I've got wife help, I've got doggy help, the emotional support doggies for helping me. Beanie, I need another kiss. Beanie, wake up. She doesn't want to, it's fine. I'll get a kiss later. So the extra manpower is gonna make it so much easier for me, and I'm just like ready to dive back in. Make paintings, make tutorials, share what I'm doing. I'm even gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna be doing some studio vlogging. I kept being like, I'm not interesting enough for people to want to watch my vlogs. And then I watch other people's vlogs who I love, and I'm like, they're just doing boring stuff and I love watching them do boring stuff. If I love watching people do boring stuff, then I'm sure somebody else will love to watch me do whatever the heck I'm doing. So I'm gonna do 2 videos a week. I'm ambitious. I'm so ready to get back to this. So it's gonna be 2 videos a week. I'm gonna do on Mondays like a studio vlog or an unboxing or some kind of just like rambly kind of thing. And then on Fridays, I'm gonna have a full painting tutorial. Plus I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff in between. I'm gonna be doing Reels / Shorts / TikTok, so you can get some of that short form content from me too. I also want to give a really big shout out to my Patreon supporters who've stuck around with me while I've been completely absent and going through a really rough time. I am so incredibly grateful that these folks have stuck around, so let's do it. Big applause in the comments for all of my Patreon supporters that have just been the kindest, sweetest humans in the whole world to me. And I have officially revamped my Patreon so that they're getting the content they deserve and the appreciation that they deserve. So if you're interested in supporting me too, as I jump back into this art journey, you can check out my Patreon for some cool extra content. And it also just means the world to me that anyone would believe in me enough to throw me a couple dollars every month. I could cry about it. I could cry about it. I need to not. Oh, it's emotional coming back. I'm sure I'll cry a lot. Have I cried on video before? That's like a YouTuber thing that I need to get my ass on, because I cry all the time and I think I've hit it. I'm a cry baby. I think it's very clear that I'm a very emotional person, so the tears will come. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about my personal life and my journey and what I'm working on the sidelines, where previously I've just done tutorials basically and unboxings, and I'm ready to do so much more than that. Show so much of me jumping back into my art career, which really I just barely started on before I had to take this leave of absence basically. You ready to get started? Are you ready to be a star? So, I'm back, and I'm so excited to be back. I'm just over the moon about it. Look at my new studio space! Ah! I think things are gonna get really good from here, so if you wanna join me on this journey, I'm gonna be all over the place. My face is gonna be in your face all the time. Watch out. Thanks for being here. Those of you that stuck around, thanks for understanding. Thanks for your encouragement, and gosh, I'm very, very lucky and happy to be doing this. So I will see you in the next video. Come here, baby. Oh, we did it, sweetheart. We did it. What time is it? Do you want dinner? Okay, baby. Okay, baby girl, let's go. Being back on YouTube's like being in the trenches of World War I. It's the exact same thing.